Well, this is Thomas from the Missing Live Stream, and I'm afraid I have some very sad news tonight. And I hated to break in here. Most of you probably are asleep right now. Um, the the girl, Marilane Carter, her vehicle was found inside a shipping container on private property, and a body was found inside the vehicle. They're assuming that it is Marlene. If you hold on here a second, I'm going to go over to a another screen and get some. If you hold on here a second, I'm going to go over to a another screen and get some. If you hold on here. I'm sorry for that. I was trying to look at a news feed, and for whatever reason, it got bumped back. But if y'all could hold on just a second here, I'm going to try to find that feed. I think it was off of. Hold on one second. I'm gonna get this back on another screen to find out exactly where it was. If you hang on here just with me just a minute. Okay. Plunder, which is another stream I follow some, is reporting the shipping container was located off Interstate 55 in eastern Arkansas. So I don't know why she went there, and we'll look into trying to find out. I know that the news is reporting, because I listened to the news report, that they don't suspect foul play was involved. So that would indicate to me they think it's a suicide. How she got over in that area, how she got on private property, whose property was it, all of that stuff I'm sure will come out. But it's a very, very sad ending for 3 kids and a husband. If he, assuming that everything's on the up and up, that with him and everything, I don't know why it wouldn't be, that she was found deceased. And at least they are not saying, but it's widely being reported that she is the one in the vehicle. The thing that bothers me about it is that, one, it was parked inside an empty shipping container. So it was kind of wanting to be hidden, I would think. I don't know. I just read it and wanted to get on before everybody went to bed, but it really depends on where you're located too. But it really just upsets me to no end that it turned out like this. In my broadcast tomorrow, I was going to say I thought maybe that she was going through some personal things, and she was having some mental issues. But one thing was that she was converted to Catholicism, and her husband is a Baptist preacher. And I thought maybe they were having some problems, and maybe she had gone to a Catholic priest and sought some type of refuge until she could figure things out. I know that there was a report that she was seen on video in Haleyville, Alabama, which is about 40 miles outside of Birmingham. So, and I had that report here, and it just goes to show you that supposedly the husband verified this. And I'm going to go over to it if I can find it here quickly, and show you this, what I was referring to. Let me see here. This was right here. Longtime personal friend of mine and family. I feel like I'm searching much harder family is. Adam's spokesman insisted that I delete my despair on Facebook, a plea that she be found. Now, I don't know why the husband would say that to her, but then she goes on, and you can see what she puts her copyright type thing on this just to let everybody know where it was. Said anonymous, said, hi, when I'm asking for Janet to post this for me, remain anonymous, that from Arkansas West, Memphis to Birmingham saw posters. It said, we ended last night next to a Shell gas station. Let me see. Let me go back over here. I'm not making much sense here. Just stopped at the gas station off Highway 22 in Haleyville, Alabama. Store clerk got to chatting about the missing person. Basically, what she says, they looked back through the tapes, and they found, confirmed that his wife was on tape there with her father, stated basically that Marilane's, here it is. After, they found her on tape. They stated that her father-in-law, who owns the service station, I guess this person's father-in-law, reviewed the tapes about a week and a half ago, and that Marilane's husband confirmed that that was his wife on the tape. It stated that the police did not come by or reveal that the station's name or Crossroads. So I don't know the whole deal with that, but I know they are saying that it's off of West, off of Interstate. Hold on one second here. I'm gonna go back over here and just read this. I can't post it for whatever reason. Let me see if I can do it real quick here, what they say. Okay, I'm gonna have to go over and try to capture this off a screenshot that I did, and it'll take just a second to do that. It's very, very sad news. I'm going to tell you, in my opinion, it's very sad news. Here it is. Marilane Carter SUV is found in a shipping container in a field off Interstate 55 in eastern Arkansas. Now, if this turns out to be true, you know, a lot of investigation is going to be, one, how did she find the shipping container? Is it a friend's house or whatever? And the one thing too I was going to discuss in this is something is very kind of and I don't want to spend a whole hour here talking about it, because we can discuss it tomorrow night. But the one big thing is on her trip after she left the motel, she drove approximately, it was a 3-hour trip down to where she stopped in Hazen, Arkansas, I think it is. And she went off the main road, the interstate, to get there. And it took her 8 hours to drive 3 hours. So everybody's wondering, what did she do in that 8 hours? You know, where does she go? Did she meet a friend? Does she have a friend down there? Is somebody counseling her? What's she up to? So obviously, there's a lot of questions now to be answered, and I hope tomorrow I can do some investigation, some work on trying to find out, one, how they think this, how she ended up off of I-55, and how she ended up in this private property where the shipping container was. I mean, that don't make any sense to me. I mean, that is definitely trying to hide where you're at. I mean, she could have gone anywhere else. The shipping container was probably the very last thing I would have thought of. And how was she found, and who found her, And how did they find her? I want to know all these things. And tomorrow, I promise you, I'm going to follow this up. But I just wanted to hop on and tell y'all that it's very, very sad news tonight. We need to be praying for her family and especially those kids. Yeah, and we'll know more tomorrow night for sure. Right now it's just being reported, and it did make the news. They did. The news is not really saying that it's her in the car, but they did find a female body in the car. So I mean, it doesn't take rocket science to to figure out who it is. And find out if it was a suicide or a homicide or whatever. The fact that she was found inside a empty shipping container is just blows my mind. I mean, in law enforcement, like I said, when I was in law enforcement before I retired, I've seen a lot of suicides and a lot of different ways that people kill themselves, and from hanging to with a gun to jumping off of buildings to doing some crazy stuff. But to put yourself inside an empty shipping container, how would you know that the shipping container was empty to begin with? It's just a lot of questions. But we are gonna, I want everybody to pray for the family, those kids, and the parents and everybody involved. But there's a lot of unknowns here, lots of unknowns. And tomorrow night we'll address it at 7:00. I hope y'all come back tomorrow, and we'll see what we can discover. And I encourage each of you too that if you have any spare time to look up what you can find, and let's just discuss it tomorrow night. Really sad news. I was floored when I read it. But I want y'all to have a good night, and like I said, pray for the family, and we'll talk tomorrow. God bless all of y'all. And like I said, I'm gonna lead out with this. I'm gonna just play this like the entry again, because I put little captions, even though it's a small video, I do at the end of this. And I want to thank everybody that's gone and subscribed. We're almost at 300 tonight. So, but it's sure sad news for sure. And good night, everybody. Hug your kids.